Okay, Fiona, what's the mission for today?
New toilet seats, because the last people in the house, they broke
Both the toilet seats.
both. Yeah. Anyway, it's one of those things. I suspect they were going to go. And Graham, well, we had this brilliant idea. We'd get new bolts. They don't fit the
New
toilet
metal
seats,
hinges,
do they?
new metal hinges. That was my
Well, they
idea.
had plastic hinges before, didn't
Because they're just the standard toilet seat. But I got these, look. These are metal. I thought they'll be more durable. Because normally what happens is one of these just breaks off. So I thought I'll put those metal hinges on the old toilet seats. And they don't fit. They're not even close. So, got to go and buy 2 new toilet seats, darling.
they? Yeah.
And that's the mission for today. How's the pool coming on?
That's right. I quite like doing it, actually. It's very therapeutic.
Yeah.
Might get in it later.
Why not? I would if I were you.
Let's see how I feel.
What's the temperature on the thing?
I don't know. I can't. Oh, 28.
28. And what's the temperature today? In the shade, in the garden. Oh, it's about 27, 28.
It's more than that. It's got to be.
Oh, it's definitely more than that in the sun. For sure.
I actually love this lemon tree. It's giving us a really nice canopy.
It is. It is indeed. Is there any lemons left on it?
Yeah, loads
Not
of them.
all fallen off yet.
No, it's just, I mean, I can't believe its fruit bearing ability in all those years that it didn't seem to want to shed fruit for our neighbour.
No, I'll keep all that because I'm hoping the hinges that we bought will fit these, because I'm doing an unboxing of the toilet seats because we tried to save money by just buying the hinges and they didn't fit. They're completely different. So I had to bite the bullet and buy the toilet seats in the end. So €23 each, something like that. 24 euros, so like 50 euros later. Here we go. Brand new toilet seats. And it's got metal hinges, it's got the same metal hinges. I was right, Fiona. So
Alright.
we'll save those metal hinges for when these break. That way we haven't wasted the money on the hinges.
Definitely the same, are they?
Yeah, I did see straight away.
What's all this in here?
Screws.
Spare hinges.
No, there'll be the attachment for. Have you walked off with the scissors? Oh no,
Oh.
you have to stick it to the toilet somehow. You see, and this is hopefully the same. It is. It's the same as them. So we'll leave them in the packet and pass me those, and then I'll put them on. And hopefully, the next guests will have steady toilet seats. Okay, well I've done one. They are the same fittings, so you can save them. But these are more fiddly. I mean, the big plastic ones are easy. You just push the 2 things through and wind them up by hand. But these have got really long bolts and the little nut on the end. You've got to wind all the way up the shaft to the very top and trying to tighten it up. I've got a little spanner that I found that fitted it, but it's so difficult to get in there to tighten them. But it's on now. It's on and done. So I'm going to get on with the second one. And like I said, I've dropped half the bits down the toilet a few times, so I had to go down the toilet to pull them out. Luckily I flushed the toilet before I started.
Guests.
Okay, sweetheart, take the cellophane off. I left the cellophane on to keep it all together. What do you think of that?
Oh, fantastic. There's always a little bit, isn't there? The moment of truth, because not to be too crude, I don't know how YouTube will feel about this, but normally when you sit on these loos, it goes clunk. And it's done that for years, and we've changed the seats like a million times. But I'm not feeling any clunk.
But in this more expensive toilet seat, I found this key, which holds the nut and it lets the shaft out the bottom, so it enables you to tighten it correctly. So we mustn't lose this key. Okay, because when we come to change it, put it in the top cupboard there.
It's quite safe.
Okay. So 2 new toilet seats.
2 new toilet seats. Yeah, I tried the other one as well, and it's really good. Because that really wound me up. You know, you'd sit down, clunk, every time. Both loos in the same direction. And I'm thinking, how's it doing that? What's causing that?
It's worth paying extra for the more expensive seats, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean,
Actually, €23.95 is not as expensive as the other ones we got. I think we're on the 4th toilet seat on these loos. I've even had a spirit level on them. They're not wonky. So I don't know. Boiling, I'm going to get in the jacuzzi, I think.
I don't blame you. Don't lose that key. I've got a spare key with the other 2 packets anyway.
I'm at least going to put my legs in the extra one.
Well, I'm very pleased with that, and we've got 2 sets of spare hinges, metal hinges in the. I put them in the cupboard next to the toilet, so that guarantees they'll never break again.
Well, yeah.
But do you believe both toilet seats breaking at the same time?
I know, and exactly the same side as well.
They were quite large people though, but I mean.
No, they were. The seats were on the way out. It's not the people's fault at all. They were, you know, like I say, it's been doing that for years. Oh, it's so hot.
Yeah, but with that key, I was able to tighten them right up, so they shouldn't wobble about any. Are you getting in? Is it nice?
One extreme to another, but yeah, I just couldn't resist it.
That'll chill your hot flush. That'll sort your hot flushes out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still toilet seats all over the dining room table.
There are, but they're going to the...
Every dining room table should have to.
They're going to the bin, darling.
Are you not going to just go away and leave this camera running, are you?
No. Back on the boat. Back on the boat. Is that a hard day?
It was actually. I'm quite tired now, but I mean, we're nearly in August. These 2 months are always the hardest, aren't they? But the toilet seats are marvellous. They look so nice.
That little key I found in the bottom of the bag, I thought, oh, I know what that is. And sure enough, you can dog them up nice.
They look so nice.
You'll have a hell of a job getting them off when you come to, because they rust, don't they? What I must do is, if I remind me, I'll get some copper slip grease and I'll try and coat the threads in it, because otherwise they rust up, and when they break, you come to take them off and they won't come off. They're rusted up.
As long as the porcelain doesn't break, I'm cool with everything else breaking. I dare say squirting a bit of WD-40 down them would do just as well.
How many other channels talk about toilet seats?
How many YouTubers sit on the toilet? I've done videos on the toilet before, not actually going to the toilet, but just sitting there. But no, I'm really pleased actually, because everything comes good eventually. You know, you keep cleaning a house. Eventually, you get there and you fix little bits, and you think that's not quite right. I'll fix that. Oh, it's so hot.
It is. I found a gin and tonic next to the bed from last night, so I threw a load of ice cubes in there. I thought, I'm not wasting that.
And the cats,
who else does that? Come on, own up. Come on.
Cat's mad at us because we were late back, and she wants to do her evening stroll round the deck.
Yeah, she's just sitting on the sunbed watching that seagull. She doesn't know whether to attack it or not. She's a bit unsure because it's quite big.
She won't. She can't be bothered.
She's not hungry.
She's not like that with them actually.
Oh, I don't know. She used to get the birds that came into the house.
When she was younger. She's an older cat now. She doesn't care. She's not into running around. She was running around last night a little bit when I sat on the front of the boat.
Yeah.
She started racing around.
Well, she still eats crickets and lizards and things, doesn't she? She plays with them, and mice. We get the odd mouse.
She's not risking...
We used to have rats when we first moved in, but they soon
Thank
disappeared.
you for mentioning that. Thank you.
Oh, well, we did. We saw a rat come over, and as soon as the cat came out, that was it. Never saw them again.
If I can clarify, thank you. Oh my God. The house had been empty for a couple of years when we got it, and of course, then wildlife. They have a field day, don't they? And yes, then we got the cat, and that was the end of the rats.
Well, she ate one in the garden, and I was screaming, and I went to save it, and I thought, hang on, it's a rat. And she's doing her job, that's what I want her to do, and Anyway, we don't have any, I've never seen any more rats. It's obviously rats everywhere, aren't there?
I've only seen snakes.
Oh yeah, we've seen a snake, yeah. I only saw one.
And the neighbours, they came and knocked the door and they said they'd seen a big 6-foot multicoloured snake go up one of our pipes, and I never found it. I don't know where it went.
They're very quick and they're away.
They were really worried. Our neighbour said it was black and yellow. He said it was gigantic. They were freaking out.
You get them in the drains, because they go around the drains eating the roaches and things. That's what they live on.
Yes. Oh, you have to mention that as well, don't you?
There are roaches in the drains in Spain, okay?
Yes, there are.
If you don't think there are, you're wrong.
No, there are.
We don't see them very often, unless there's a flood.
So, is there anything else you want to mention? Done toilets.
We're on a geographical fault.
Oh, don't talk about that.
There hasn't been a major earthquake here since the 1700s.
Lisbon, I think there was a bit of a doodah in the 1960s.
Was there?
I think so, but not as bad as Lisbon.
It's one reason they can't dig a tunnel from here to Africa, because it's a geological fault line.
It's a bit deep as well, actually.
It's very deep.
You've seen how deep it is.
3,000 feet. It's one seriously deep tunnel, that will have to be.
You'd have to have a glass tube or something like that.
But it'd snap in the middle. It'd snap one day in the middle, wouldn't it? And then the pipe wouldn't line up, would it? And only one car would be able to get through.
I mean, it's like a chasm. If you look it up on the internet, it goes from Spain and it just drops straight down and comes straight back up, and there's Morocco. I mean, it's
3,000 feet deep.
It's incredibly deep, and it's like a little mountain range under there, isn't it? Loads of spiky.
That's 800 metres if you're thinking in metric.
Yeah.
It's a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot.
Anyway, cheers, darling. Are you having gin and tonic?
No, I'm on the water. I'm exhausted.
And I'll see you tomorrow. Did you just do some gurning for us?
No, thank you.
Good night, and may your God go with ye.
You better wash your face now. I'm serious, man.